here at Turbine Canyon. It's pretty cool. You can see I can put the foot. Let's go. All right, just leaving Forks Campground now. A little bit of a later start. It's almost 9, but didn't get to bed till like 11:30, midnight here. Came in last night after work. So overall not terrible. Still should get to where we're going to today by dark, which is good since I had to night hike yesterday as my trail named Night Hiker, I guess, or Night Hawk or whatever. Seems to indicate, so no surprise there. I have not night hiked on every section yet, so actually I didn't do any night hiking, but I don't know. Section B I did way too much night hiking. In this section I've already done about an hour night hiking, so hopefully to not do any more night hiking. If we get to camp by dark or just a little bit before dark today, I'll be pretty happy. If it's as decent as I heard it is to get to where I'm going, it should take less than 12 hours to get there, but we'll see. I'd be happy with 12. So, all right. Well, let's go. But that's my trail. Well, nothing down there. I'm sure I missed this trail, but it's very poorly marked by the Kananaskis parks here. But anyway, here we go. Look how smoky it is. It's kind of wild. Very, very smoky. Well, folks, here at Lawson Lake, getting closer and closer to Turbine Canyon. So very beautiful, very smoky out here today, but it's not, once you get close up to this stuff, it's not, still has good views. So happy about that. The smoke is a little less worse now that I'm kind of getting out of that, you know, coming up a little bit higher here, but yeah, so we're getting close to Turbine Canyon Campground. We're here at Turbine Canyon. It's pretty cool. You can see I can put the foot on each side. Pretty neat. See straight down in there. She goes. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. And if we go over here for a second, kind of see a little bit more. Pretty neat though. Pretty cool. And you have to go off the other track a little bit to get to this, but worth it in my opinion. Fortunately, don't have time to stop here for lunch, but got to push on to North Kananaskis Pass, and then Palister Pass, and then down into Banff National Park area there for a bit. So, but yeah, pretty cool. That's Maud Lake right there, folks. Well, here's the border to Alberta. We're going into the BC side now. This is essentially North Kananaskis Pass, Maud Lake. Behind us there, beautiful area. I've been kind of wanting to do the North Kananaskis Pass area here for quite a few years, and finally got up this trail. I won't be going down to Betty Lake though, as I would still like to do at some point one of these days, but I'm going obviously north to continue on the Great Divide Trail and towards Palister Pass. So, and I think that is the last pass of the day, but still quite a ways to go after that. So yeah, this is essentially just finishing off North Kananaskis Pass. Beautiful area. The pass is actually a lot easier than I thought it would be, but I think it does get a bit bushwhacky from another hiker that I was told from on the trail here up to Paliser. So, and it's pretty steep at the end as well. So we'll see what that's like. Alrighty. So I believe we have to descend down to that river bed down in that valley there. So pulls out, and I think it gets pretty steep on the downhill at some point here. Hopefully there's a decent amount of switchbacks. So, yep. It is steep and loose coming off of North Kananaskis Pass down the other side. It is quite steep, very steep. Well, we gotta cross this, so I might put the phone away for this one. We've made it across, folks. Not too bad. A little wet in the feet, but not bad. Very bushwhacky. Well, like not too bad, but like it's I should say not bushwhack, but like overgrown trail. This area, a little bit of willow whacking, but kind of coming towards Paliser River Fort, still like 2K away, so we're getting there soon. It's a little bit of a little bushwhacky in here. All the willows. We've already done Paliser River Ford. I didn't get any video of that, but did that. Now we're just heading up to, wasn't hard. Headed up to Palister Pass is the next point, and then down that to Birdwood for the night. Palister Pass Campground, folks. Not much to it, but flat, but we're moving on, so alrighty. Now they're about a little less than 2 kilometers to the pass, so let's go. So here's Back Lake, folks. Some people camp here. Very nice, very beautiful location. We are going beyond that today, though, so onward we go. Next objective is Palister Pass. So, or sorry, yes, Palister Pass, the peak of it. And then we drop back into Banff National Park. Alrighty. Kind of wanted to try to get this on camera as I'm crossing this, but I don't know how well it's gonna show. So I apologize if it doesn't show very well. All right. Back on the trail. Just wanted to point out, look how crystal clear the water is in this lake back here. Like crazy, crazy clear. Fantastic. It must come from like a spring or something, but like it's, yeah, pretty cool. It's a super beautiful little back lake in here. Pond lake, I'm gonna call it. Big mountains in the background. Pretty smoky, but they're there. Still good views. Let's go. Almost Palister Pass now. Alrighty, so here we are, the top of Palister Pass. You can also see the border between British Columbia and Alberta. Go take a look at this thing here. Yeah, you can see Columbia, Alberta. You know, obviously no firearms allowed in the parks. Everyone knows that. Restricted activity to national park. Ooh, that sign's worn out. Just showing us there that's restricted in that area. We're not going over there, so we're coming. We will be coming down here, going this way. So you're right on. Spray Lakes is only 20k away. Thank God we're not going there tonight. That would be, yeah, that'd be a long day. Also probably like a 50-kilometer day. So yeah. Well, not quite, 40-some, but we're not going that far. We're just gonna go to Birdwood probably. There's no water there though, which is gonna be a problem. So I don't know what we're gonna do about that yet. Might eat supper at Bristol, fill all the water up, and then hike another like 3.7 kilometers to Birdwood. If there's no one at Bristol, I just stay there, but it was full last time I checked, so we will see what it's like when we actually get there. My reservation for tonight is at Birdwood, but no water is kind of a problem, so we will see. But definitely can fill up at Bristol. I could carry like almost 6 liters of water right now if I had to, which is a lot, which would get me through, especially if I ate supper at Bristol, it would get me through the night and the morning for sure. And yeah, probably wouldn't even need to fill up at the next water source. So we'll see. We have some options. So for now, we got to get off this pass, and apparently it's a pretty steep descent. So we'll see. Such a beautiful alpine meadow, though. It's just gorgeous. Just gorgeous. Man, too bad it wasn't illegal to camp here. This is beautiful. Wow. Just wow. You can camp probably, well, here, we're gonna zoom in. The waterfall, you can hear anyway, off in the distance. Very nice. Very nice. But we continue. Well, I think Far Out told me to take the wrong turn because, man, is this ever a bushwhack. There's a trail. Can't barely see it there because the bushwhack is so heavy. But that is the official GDT trail, I suppose. At least that's what the map says. So, the map we follow. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that trail led to the same thing. That's just annoying. Oh well. Here we go. Pretty beautiful meadow in here. Gorgeous. Trail's not really following the track, but it's fine. I'm gonna follow the trail. I'm not bushwhacking, so that is what we're doing. Just gorgeous meadow. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Well, I was kind of hoping that would be a water source, but it's dry, very dry. So I don't know. The water source I thought I was going to have isn't there. Water source that's supposed to be up here is dry. So hopefully we can find water for tonight. It would be nice because I don't have any water left. And without water, I can't eat supper or breakfast really. So yeah, good times. Well, folks, this is supposed to be the water source. Yeah, maybe in the spring, I guess. Not right now. Thankfully, though, I can hear water off to the left, so I think we can get it from the Spray Lakes River there, or whatever, Spray River. So, yeah, hope so. Alrighty, so food is in the bear locker. You can see I did a time lapse of setting up the tent, but the one problem is with this campsite is there is no water, which is fantastic because now I'm going on an adventure to go find water. So good news is I can hear the water. It's in the Spray River over there, but could take me a little bit to get it and bring it back. So picking my backpack, I'm gonna fill. I can do, right now I have capacity for about almost 6 liters. So yeah, we'll fill everything up and then hope that's enough to get me through tonight and starting off tomorrow until the next water source. So off on that adventure now. Well, praise God, we found water. Nice, clean, running water. So that is awesome. Praise God for that. And not too far from the campsite either. So now to bushwhack back to the campsite. Alrighty.